Hey everybody, Dr. Sandra Colton-Medici here. I'm so excited to be joining you this Saturday. I'm going to push this back so that I'm not super cut off right there. But I did want to let you guys know that today we're going to be talking about my favorite gifts for her for the holiday season. I know that I just put together this list and I just uploaded it to my personal profile. And like I do sometimes, I'm just going to put on some earrings to make this a little more jazzy jazz. If you see on the bottom there, you can super follow me on all these different channels. Follow me on Amazon here to get all the notifications for any time that I'm going live with some of my favorite things from Amazon. I am really excited that this is a Saturday because oh my goodness, we are about to approach fall. It is, what day are we on? It is the 18th. I think fall starts on the 22nd. And that means that we are going to be needing some really great ideas as we move into the fall and winter. And so if you've not been following any of my lives here, I think I have only about 3 or 4 on Amazon. You can go back and look at any of those. I did a beauty binge not too long ago. I did some of my favorite around the house products. And those are still live and you can still shop from those Amazon lives because they have all the products in there. So it's not like once a live is done, you can't go back and watch it and see all the great products that I've been featuring. Definitely go back and take a look because I love all of them. And I would not be talking about them if I didn't think that there was some sort of inspiration in them. Now, I don't have all of the products that I'm going to talk about today, but I am, and they are on my list. I am looking at them as far as things that I might be suggesting for gifts for me for the holiday season, because I think that a lot of times we often get the same things or are giving people gifts that they already have, and then they end up feeling like they have to re-gift them to somebody else. But these are things that I have put on my list that I think are really cool. And I'm going to start, let's see here. I'm going to start with this Michael Kors Women's Jet Set Travel. This is the whole kit and caboodle. I like this because what I think about in the fall is I think about browns and blacks coming back in because of the fall leaves and everything is changing. But I also think that a lot of people are going to start traveling. And I know that even with how we're in the pandemic right now, I think a lot of restrictions have been lifted in a lot of different places. And so travel is something that is on a lot of people's agenda. So if you have a chance, I'm going to start a chat as well. Feel free to chat with me. Hello there. I'm going to send this in the chat so you can see that I'm in the chat too. So if you have a chance, send me a message. Let me know where you are tuning in from, because I love hearing about where you guys are watching from. For me, this bag is really cool because number one, it comes in, oh wait, let me get back to my live stream. It comes in a lot of different colors. And so if you are looking at this on my live stream, that doesn't mean that you have to buy the brown one, right? It means that you can go into all these different colors. There are black and navy, and you can get the brown, or you can get the, what are they calling this? It looks like powder blush is in there too. So there's a lot of different colors, but I think that the brown and black, when you get into the fall and winter seasons, are really essential just to have in your fall collection as far as your bags. Now, because this is a jet set travel bag, it's a shoulder bag, which means that, you know, these chains that you see on the bag are super duper. It looks like they could, you know, carry a little bit of weight. I'm sure that it tells you here. Let me look and see if it tells you how much it will actually hold. But it has a lot of different elements to it. For me, I like shoulder bags because they can not just sit super high on my arm line, but for me, it helps me because it can just sit a little bit lower, like you have a little bit more control, a little more arm control. But I love that. And if you are looking at that on the screen, that is a really cool bag to have in your basket. The next one that I'm going to talk about is something that I actually I purchased it from a different retailer, but I found it and I wanted to add it to my gifts for her. And the reason that I like this so much is because when I had mine, you put your hands in the straps, right? And then you kind of pull down to where it makes you feel comfortable for the massager. This is something that I think every person needs. I think everyone needs this. And the reason that I say that is because there's so many times when I have been super stressed out, and I don't have I don't have a masseuse like just ready, or I don't have a somebody that's really close that I can go to. But if you have a back, neck, and shoulder massager, this has heat on it. And the one that I had a long time ago did not have heat. So if you have this at the ready, then you can use it on a few other things too. You can put it on your feet and pull up and have it massaging your feet. I love the fact that this is something that you can give somebody for the holiday season, and it can be like, thank you. Like the people that you give this to, they're going to be like, thank you, because you are giving them something that has to do with self-care, right? And self-care is a big deal right now. People want to feel like they are doing things for themselves, like they are bettering themselves. And if you can take a moment away from the screen, right? Take a moment away from your day-to-day and sit there with the massager, sit back and be like, this feels good. Right? Like this is the ish, right? And make sure that you are doing something for yourself. The fact that this has heat inside of, I don't even know what the technology is that they're doing this. That to me is like, woo. And the bells and whistles on this is what I'm seeing on my screen. Now, if you're watching this on a replay, it might change. This is only $39.99, but I'm seeing it on my screen that you can, if you use, there's like an extra coupon. If you click the button, it looks like you can save $20 by clicking on it, which means that the list price, I guess, is $59.99, but you can save that $20 and 33% off of it if you click that button, which makes it the $39.99. So don't quote me if you find this on here and it's a little bit more on the replay, because sometimes the prices do fluctuate depending on when you're watching this. So let me know in the comments if this is something that's on your list, because for me, I'm like, yeah, I think I might add it back into my list, because every time I see it, I'm like, gosh, when I had my version of this product, I was like, this takes a cake. Like I could sit there for hours. But I really, really loved it. Now I wanted to move on to the next one, which is the xoxo. Now, if you are someone like me who loves to be, face to face with people, but obviously we are social distancing right now, so you're not able to be face to face with everyone that you are, loving, as far as your friends, your family, your colleagues. The xoxo 5. Okay, so I wanted to put this on here because it's an Amazon brand product, right? But I love the fact that you can do so many things with this. Like this is like, Alexa, can you show me XYZ, right? You have smart displays. It's basically helping you with your life, right? And if you haven't had a chance to partake in it, I would try it. Because I have heard a lot of great things about keeping yourself organized. And this is something that a lot of my friends have told me that they keep themselves organized with. And it's personalizing your clock. It's asking Alexa to show you different movie trailers or TV shows or things like that. You can listen to radio stations. You can control your actual smart home if you have a smart home. So there's so many things that you can do with this. It's $79.99 right now. And then also it comes in like the sandstone or in the charcoal color. So I would decide, maybe this is a gift you can give to somebody who needs a little bit more organization in their life, right? Who needs a little bit more personalization in their life. And I think a lot of times when you have gifts that are personalized or can be customized, those are things that go over really, really well with people that you're gift giving to, is something that says you're different and you're unique. And this is something that I can give you that is personal. Because a lot of times people give things that, I know there's like things that you get like last minute gifts at the grocery store aisle, like the candy canes filled with Hershey Kisses or something like that. Or you can go and, like stocking stuffers that are like super last minute at the dollar store, things like that. But if you are really trying to be like, hey, You are super special to me. I think you need something that is unique and personalized for you. By the fact that you give someone an xoxo that you can customize, that to me shows that you are thinking about the gifts before you're giving them, right? And I love the fact that that makes you probably stand out from some of your other gift giving pals. Another thing that I wanted to show. Okay, I put some fun ones on here because I think that a lot of times we get really serious about gift giving in the holidays. So this is one that I think it could go for men or women. I know that this whole Amazon Live is supposed to be about gift giving for her, but this could go for either one. It is a mug. And I think a lot of times we are always looking for mugs with sayings on them. You know, maybe you broke your favorite coffee mug during the year. This could be one to help, you know, replace it, or it could be a good stocking stuffer for people. On the mug, it says, I survived another meeting that should have been an email. And I feel like this is so on point for what we're doing right now in the pandemic. Everyone is on a meeting, right? Via Zoom or GoToMeeting or whatever the platform is. And we are all probably slightly thinking in the back of our head, like, this really should have been an email, right? Like sometimes people are scheduling a lot of meetings online, like through the Zoom meeting portal. Not to say anything about Zoom, because I love Zoom and I have it for myself. But a lot of employers are scheduling Zoom meetings just so that there is like a measurable activity, right? Instead of saying like, hey, I could really just write this in an email. What was your opinion about this? Send me your opinion, blah, blah, blah. So I love this mug because it says exactly what a lot of people are thinking right now. And it's one of those gifts that when you give somebody this gift, they're like, you get me. You so get me. You are so right on, like so spot on with something like this. And you could either, you know, make it into something that you are putting into, you know, an actual, just like a gift that's separate, or you could put it as a stocking stuffer because it's a mug and it would probably fit into a stocking. Just make sure that you wrap things really nice. But I like finding stuff like this on Amazon because like I can't go, I'm not going to go to a store and like walk around and look for mugs that have different sayings on them, but I will go to Amazon and find something really fun like this. And I think that it could go for guys or gals, no matter who you are, because a lot of people are being pulled into these meetings that could really just be emails. So I put 2 mugs on here because I thought that having something fun during the holiday gift giving season is really, really important. And for someone who watches a lot of TikTok videos, I think that this next one I put up here is kind of funny because a lot of times people will be walking around and say, I'm not drinking coffee in here. You know, so this mug that you see on the screen, I really thought this was funny because it says, this might be vodka. Because I think a lot of times people are walking around with their mugs or even on camera or whatever. Like, I think that these are funny ones. Like, I'm not advocating for alcohol at any moment during the drinking day. No. But I do think that as a gift giving opportunity, that you might know someone who might think that this is really funny. So that is another one. Let me pull up something else that I think is really cool for people who want to start kind of showcasing some of the things that they are collecting. And this is what is called a tree bookshelf. It's a 4-tier book storage organizer, shelves, floor. It says it's a floor standing bookcase. Excuse me. And what I love about this, and tell me, I'm going to write in here, do you love this? Do you love this bookshelf? Into the chat. Let me know your comments. Even on the replay, I think you can maybe do comments. I haven't really figured that out yet, but I do love this bookshelf. And the reason that I love it is because it's kind of like that like geometric thing going, and it makes you feel like just like what it says, tree bookshelf, like it's coming out of the ground, right? But I love that you can start showcasing things. And a lot of times when you think about, you know, gift giving and the holiday season, a lot of times people give you a book, right? Or you have gotten a few different books. That's one of the big things that I actually gave to my mom a long time ago. Every single year she would get a book, right, for her birthday. And even for Christmas, we would get her, I think John John Grisham novels or things like that. And sometimes you've got these books that you're like, gosh, these are my favorite books. My husband has a whole book collection that are like manga. I love it. And a lot of times you want to display them, right? And you want something cool to display them on. This is $39.99 right now. And it comes in rustic brown, black oak, and a few different colors that look like they're not in season right now. But I love it because it says without expert assembly or expert assembly. So you can have someone actually, assemble it for you, or you can do it yourself. I love it because it has 4 shelves. And if you have books that you really love, you can display them. I think that if you give this to someone, it's not a gift that's, right now it's not over $50. So it feels like it's still in that like price range that could be manageable. But it shows somebody like, hey, I know you love your books and I know you want to display them. Here's a way that you can display them that is really cool. And that is something that I really found to be one of the things that you need when you are thinking about gifts for other people is you want it to be something that is not like everybody else, right? Like not everybody's getting the same gift every year. It's custom. It feels like it's earthy, all of those things with, it could be for CDs, it could be magazines, it could be books, but it's displaying the stuff that they love, right? And it makes people feel like, hey, this is my good stuff over here, or whatever it is that they're going to put onto this shelf. But it makes people feel like, hey, I can now showcase what I love. And that's a really good gift if you're doing any sort of gift giving this holiday season, is to do something that makes people feel like you care about them. Now, the next one that I wanted to showcase is something that I just felt like looks and it just looks really luxurious. And that is this. Let me get it on the screen for you to see. It is called the Deco 79 95067 magazine holder. And to me, this is like super luxe, right? It's only $84.99 right now. And it delivers relatively soon, according to the specs that I can see on my screen. Rustic styled. I'm just going to read the little product description because it just makes you feel really like luxurious. So it's a rustic style design for a warm and cozy interior. It's a magazine basket. And it's has some real leather. It features brown finish, hand-styled holder for magazines with a leather base and handles. For me, it's 8x15. I love, and a lot of people back in the day, they used to, have a lot of magazines that you love. And sometimes over the holidays, like you might have just, got the September issue, of fashion magazines or whatever is floats your boat. I think this is kind of like, hey, obviously somebody loves their periodicals or whatever it is that you're going to put in here, but it looks like it is so luxurious. And according to the specs, it is. So I like when I look at something, I'm like, if I wanted to send this to someone and they opened it, would their eyes light up? Like this is a product that I think my eyes would light up for. And so if you know someone, and this is kind of like, this could go for guys or girls too, obviously, I should say men or women, that I think that this is a great gift to really say, hey, you are, gonna find some like ownership here. Like I feel like this is kind of like one of those ownership gifts that people can be like, look at my bin. Like, look at my bin. It's amazing, isn't it? I don't even have anything in it, right? Or they could be stuffed, overflowing with some really great magazines. But it's kind of like, it's like that showpiece, right? It's one of those things where you can be like really proud of it. And so if you were sending this to somebody, this is why I put it on my gifts for her, is when you open it up, you just feel the luxe, right? I just love that about this one. Let's see here. The next one that I have on my list, which I think is kind of in the same vein, because a lot of times people want to give women, and it's really weird. I mean, obviously it's probably a historical thing, is that like they want to give people like kitchen items or, dining room or cleaning things or whatever. Like for Christmas, I want someone to give me things that are going to make me more productive, more organized, more feeling like I've got it together, right? Or things that are fun and just lighthearted, right? I don't want a kitchen spoon, but that's just me. Maybe somebody who's a chef would love a new kitchen spoon, right? But it's called a live memory decorative storage box, and it has a lid. And to me, a lot of bins just get really tacky, right? You get a lot of plastic storage bins and they do the job and it's really effective, right? But if you can have a bin that might be out in your living room or in some sort of workspace and it's decorative so that people don't know it's a bin, then you don't feel obligated to move it around so that people don't see it, when they walk in and you're like, oh, sorry, my bin's here with all my stuff. It's like, hey, that's my really cool decorative bin storage box that has all my really cool stuff in it. And I don't have to move it because it's really pretty, right? And that's really what I'm getting at. It's only $27.99 right now. For me, this is like the ultimate, is when you can get something that looks cool, looks pretty, looks kind of rustic at the same time, but has a function, right? You have a function going in with your actual storage bin that makes sense, right? If this is your aesthetic at home, if this is your color scheme, then this could work for you. If it doesn't, that doesn't mean that you can't just put it into your closet like you normally would. But for me, I'm thinking, hey, I've got kids, and if I wanted to have a storage bin that actually looks kind of rustic and works with the rest of my furniture, then sweet. Then I don't have to put it away. I have storage bins in their room that are like bright, hot colors, right? Because you want to stimulate, creativity and all that stuff. But if you wanted something that's in your living room that's not going to be hot orange, right, from IKEA, which is what we have in their room, but actually flows with your aesthetic, this would be what I would say would be a great gift, is the gift of organization with really cool aesthetic. It says it's sturable, durable. I don't particularly have these, but they are going on my list of what I would love. They are stylish. They obviously they're for storage, so they're going to be saving space. This particular design is it looks like it's 15 by 7 by 7.9. It's not made of wood, so don't be fooled. It just has this aesthetic. It does have a top, and I think a lot of times when we get storage bins, we either are missing a top and it's just kind of open and free flowing. And for me with kids, that's not a good thing because if you just move it a little, the dump happens, right? It just gets dumped over. But with a lid, it kind of feels like it's more together. So that's really cool. I really love this one. And I absolutely I'm going to buy this for myself personally, this next one. I love a good notebook. And if you're missing some sort of like, hey, I need to figure out what I'm going to buy for my loved one, for somebody who's interested in writing, for somebody who just likes journaling, this is it, because it's a recipe book. And I love stylish things that, and you're hearing a siren in the back. I will stop. I'm okay. I hope that whoever they're going to is okay as well. But this I found because I was like, you know what? I don't have anything. My grandmother gave me recipes a long time ago. And she wrote them on her recipe cards. And I need to really organize that because I haven't revisited that in a long time. I found this on Amazon. It's a Kate Spade New York recipe book with 7 tabbed sections and recipe card sleeves. It's a deco dot design. Now, to me, this is like the ultimate, putting together something that is like really stylish, but also very functional. I am super interested in buying this for myself, and that's why I put it on my list of gifts for her. It's only $34, but to me, I look at this and it's got, if you scroll through, you can see that it has little card sleeves that you can put in different things. It has little sayings. It has tabs. It has a little like plastic sleeve as well. But you can do your recipes and have them done in style. Now, I love Kate Spade and all of the Kate Spade collections, no matter if you're talking fashion or if you're talking about function. I love, love, love all the designs. And for me, this is kind of one of those things for somebody who's not a cook. Like I'm not a chef. I'm not a cook. I know how to I can cook eggs and I can cook lasagna. I can do all the like easy stuff. But for some of the recipes that I have for my grandmother, I would really love to have them in a place where it is functional but fashionable too. So if you have somebody that is needing that kind of organization with fashion included, with being really decorative, this is a great gift as well. And if you're trying to send it to someone, it's easy to send because I think that there's a lot of different gifts that are like bulky and funky sizes. This is a notebook. Like how easy is that to send, right? Even if it came to you first and you wanted to like write something personalized in it, you can just pop it into like a little poly bag and send it in the mail and you're done. Or like Amazon has all the gift giving opportunities in the world for you to personalize any sort of gift as well. So that is one of my all-time favorites from this list. And the next one on my list, it's kind of the next three kind of all go together because as you go into winter, I'm already thinking ahead. Like I'm already thinking about like, what am I doing in the spring? You know what I mean? So as a business owner, like you're thinking, quarter one, quarter two of next year, right? And so when you're gift giving, you can think ahead too. Like even though this might be coming out, a gift in during the holiday season of like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, giving something like this, which is on the screen, the picnic time. It's called Piccadilly Willow Picnic Basket for two with plates, wine glasses, cutlery, and corkscrew. It's red and white, which is super classic plaid. I love this as a gift for the holidays because it makes you feel like I'm looking forward, right? It's a gift for two. So like you would want to give it to like your significant other and say like, I want to take you on a picnic. And to me, that is the most like intimate and super personal thing that you can do is say like, I have plans. I have plans for you and me, right? If you can do that for your significant other, or even just for yourself, like I plan on taking, a solo vacay, and I have my own picnic basket. Like having your own picnic basket is a thing, right? And a lot of people don't have one. So it's a good gift to give because a lot of people just don't have them. And this has, all the trappings and that you would need if you go on a picnic. It feels very luxurious and it has that kind of classic feel, that like red and white plaid, which I really, really love. If you are watching live, are you, I'm just going to type this in, are you getting the goosies for this picnic basket? Because I love, 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 I love when people are forward thinking and are able to like let people know like, hey, I got plans for you and me. I have plans. We're going to take a picnic, or we're going to go and we're going to do a picnic in the park and a movie at the beach, or whatever it is that people are thinking like, hey, I want to take you out. Like when it's safe and we can not socially distance, I want to take you out. Yes. So I'm going to write in here, are you getting goosies for the picnic basket? I love it. Because this is something that I used to have a long time ago. I used to have a picnic basket similar to this one. And I think through different moves, I wasn't able to keep it because I was like, you know what, I'm not using it. Let me just give it away or let me sell it or whatever. So I do not have a picnic basket. So this is on my list because I think I just want my picnic basket back. If you feel like me, can I get an amen? So let me just put in in here the next one that I am going to be showing you. Let's see here. I want you to have it on the screen so that you can see it as I see it. Boom. Picnic blanket. So this is kind of, like I said, all three of these the next two go with the picnic basket. So this is a picnic blanket and it's super luxe. If you can look at this, it looks super luxe. And it has a little handle and everything. It's picnic blanket, waterproof, extra large. You can use it as a beach blanket. It says it's sand proof, which I was like, hands down, if something says it's sandproof, I want to know what it's about. It is water resistant, heavy duty. It's for like putting it onto a wet lawn. So if you're like me, I used to go to like the Hollywood for, I think it's called Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and they used to have movies in the cemetery. And so if you're like me and you went the first time and you were not prepared for what you were seeing, everybody had like these really great displays. And maybe I should do an Amazon Live with just what you should take to do like a movie in the park. Maybe I'll do one of those. But they had these like displays where everything was like, everyone had like tracked off their little like squares, and they had tables with like all of their charcuterie, and like everything was out, and they had, you know, little lawn chairs that were just the right height. Like everything was immaculate. And I was like, we brought like, you know, one blanket and like, you know, a pillow. We were so not prepared. But when I see things like this, I'm like, boom, if you can get all these things together, then you will be so prepared for your picnic in the park or your day, you know, whatever it is at the beach. But this one, I was like, it goes with the other one. It's the classic red and white plaid. And if you want to, it's called, it's by California Picnic Store. But you can roll it up, and then you can see on some of the images, if you go through, you can see on the other side of the blanket side is this like water repellent looking side of the material. So you can put down the red and white plaid is what you would actually like sit on. And then on the other side is the resistant material, so that even if it's wet outside, the other side is the part that's getting wet. Excuse me. And then you can roll it up. They have a few different colors and things, but I really like the red and white because it feels so much more classic. I don't know if you have a throw blanket like this in your house, but it definitely goes with having that picnic set that I was talking about earlier. And it's only $22.99, $22.97 right now. So this next one that I have on the screen, this kind of all goes together. So the picnic basket, the picnic blanket, and then this one, which is a premium bamboo cheese board set. Say that 15 times fast. You can't. It's so fun. So when I look at this, it's a wooden charcuterie board serving platter with knife set, hidden slide out drawer. And it's what they say on here is that it's ideal, an ideal gift for wedding, housewarming, bridal shower, birthday. But for me, I'm thinking you can give this all year round. But it's a really great gift for the holiday season too, because you might be like, hey, I don't know what to get for her. And chances are she doesn't have this, right? She probably doesn't have this. And the really cool, like hidden drawer, that like seals the deal for me. When I look at products like this, I'm like, you have a secret drawer? Like anything that you can like be like, whoa, right? You can pull it out and everybody's like, ooh, you get the oohs and the ahs. But for me, when you think about the set all together, like you can get all of these three products as like a big bundled gift for someone. You can be like, hey, I have plans for us. You know, we can go to, you know, the park or do movie on the beach or whatever. And I've got this picnic basket and a throw blanket. And guess what? I've got this amazing bamboo cheese board set with a hidden drawer, right? Like that's like the icing on the cake, the hidden drawer. But if you look at all the pictures, you can see in the product description, this one is $59.99 right now. So I think that's a steal for any really great cheese board, especially since it has this like dip that goes around the entire cheese board where you can put crackers. Because I feel like sometimes when you have a cheese board, like even if it's just like a regular cutting board and you've put like your whole charcuterie together and you want to put extra stuff on it, and then you pick it up and it's like, oh, please don't fall. No, please don't fall. Like, right. But I feel like when you have this kind of thing, if you have those crackers around, it's kind of like, you know, your moat, right, if you will. And it's keeping things in order, right? It's not letting anything go out of place. And I really love that. And then the secret drawer, obviously, has the deep grooves. It has like a smooth surface. It feels thick. It feel, like that's what I can envision holding this thing, is that, it's got kind of that like sturdiness about it. And you can dress it up with whatever you want. You can do the cheese board, you can do the fruit platter, whatever it is that you are thinking. But I think that these three different products go really well together if you're trying to think about like a big gift together, or if you wanted to do piece by piece and like start with the picnic basket and then add the cheese board, whatever it is your deal. But I really love this because to me, a lot of people don't have it. And that's the thing about gift giving, is like, to me, if you can give something that people don't have and is unique, personable, or customizable, that's really cool. And when you have something like a cheese board, you're really going to customize it to what that person's lifestyle is, right? So if you are giving them a cheese board and they live with you in the house, maybe you are giving them the cheese board, but you're also giving them, some of the items that you would put on the cheese board too. So maybe you're dressing it up for kind of a displayed kind of opening, if you will. That's another way that you can do gift giving as well, is to actually show people how you would use it. Next on my list, I always do this because I absolutely love and think everyone should have an Amazon gift card for the holiday season, because you just never know what people want, right? And for men or women, an Amazon gift card is essential, because I really feel like gift cards in the last 15 years, maybe 10, 15 years, have really come in to being acceptable. Like before it was kind of like, hey, you didn't really figure out what you wanted to get for someone, and a gift card was like the last resort. Now it's like, hey, I got 10 gift cards to 10 different places and I can go shopping for whatever I want. Like, that's sometimes even better, right? To have a wallet full of gift cards that, you can pull out at the ready whenever you need them. For me, I'm pretty sure every year I'm going to receive from my grandmother or my mom some sort of gift card to either like Ulta or Target or Amazon, something where I'm able to like replenish some of the bathroom stuff, or restock some of the kitchen supplies, or trash bags or whatever it is. And they're not going to buy my trash bags for me, but they will give me an Amazon gift card, because they know I already have like certain lists in Amazon and I've got things organized, and you might have the same thing too. So this is never this is not a gift that will fail, is in my opinion, is to have an Amazon gift card, because no matter what the denomination, what money you put on to the Amazon gift card, people love it. People just love it. And they know that they can get what they want, right? And if you don't know what they want, this is the perfect gift for them. The other one that I do have on here as well, and let me just skip past this, is the Ulta gift card. And that one, I love Ulta because, and you can get this on Amazon as well, is the Ulta gift card. There's plenty of other gift cards you can purchase through Amazon, but Ulta, because this is gifts for her, it doesn't restrict you, right? When you are going into Ulta, there's a bazillion different hair care products, or even skincare products, things like that, makeup. I mean, there's so much in Ulta, you can't really go wrong. And so when you're thinking about giving a gift for her, you might want to get something like Ulta, because then they have the chance to choose, right? And so it's giving them an opportunity. Yay, I get a gift card, but I also have choice, because you might not know that their hair dryer went down, or that they need a new flat iron, or that they are looking for the perfect mascara, or that they want some sort of beauty consultation, right? From one of their consultants there. So it's always great when you are doing gifts for her to just let them have a choice, right? Let them have a choice. I skipped over one and I want to go back, which is this women's luxury robe, and it is a terry cloth bathrobe. And I love things like this because it makes you feel like people care about you actually feeling good, right? When you are doing something where you're giving a gift, and you know that it might make the other person feel better, right? Have a better life, have that kind of experience when they put on a robe after the bath or after a shower where you're like, yes, this is good, right? And I don't know about you, but I love terry cloth. And feeling like it's like absorbing the water, all those things. This says it has a tie, it has two different pockets in front. So I don't even know why there's pockets, but like when I put on a robe, I don't know that I put my hands in a pocket, but I do think that there must be some sort of research behind putting pockets in robes. And maybe you have glasses you want to put in there, or, a cell phone or whatever it is. But I think that it's great that you can just, wrap yourself up in a robe after you get out of the bath or after you get out of the shower. And if you're gift giving a robe, it just, you can take it, you can have it monogrammed if you really wanted to, after you receive it, make it personalized that way. Or you can just send it to someone and be like, I know you need some comfort, right? And you're thinking about them. And that's really what it's all about when you're thinking about gift giving during the holiday season, is thinking about something that will make someone feel better or make someone's life better, right? And so this is one. I know that right now it says it's at least on mine, it is not available, but I do know that you can add it to your list. And when it becomes available again, you can get it. And then I think one of my last ones on my list today, it is one of my last ones. I absolutely love a boot. These are hunter boots. These are red. Okay. And I know that they come in a lot of different colors. So if you're clicking on this and you have seen them in the red and red's not your deal, you can find them in all these other different colors. So this is military red. They have it in pink shiver, hunter green I really love too, white. They have navy matte, which is also another good look for fall. They have dark olive. They have kind of the shinier version of navy. They have something called seep, which looks like kind of like a shiny, darker, kind of olivey gray. They have yellow. They have black matte. They have ocean blue, which is really cool color too. Bright coral, if you're looking for something that's going to be like, bam. There's so many other colors. I love the military red. I think that, standing out with your boot selection is always a good look. But because hunter boots, really, these ones are made for winter, right? Winter weather, whether you're going through ice and snow or just a rainy season. I used to have my hunter boots when I was in the UK. I got those because I was like, oh my goodness, there's so much rain. And then I lived in Seattle for just a little bit, and I was like, yes, I'm so glad I have these too. And I think that they are a great brand, which I've purchased before. And I am thinking about getting some more hunter boots because you can never have enough boots, especially during boot season. But if you are in a place where the weather is about to turn, I would do that. And I've actually worn these. I wore these to the office because I was like, you know what, Hunter is a brand, right? And they are, they're fashionable. And I did not look two ways about wearing them into the office and feeling any sort of way about it. So if you are feeling it, you go ahead and do it, because I think that the more confidence you exude, you might as well just rock them in the office too. If you're working remote, it doesn't really matter. But I do think that it's really, really empowering if you can say, you know what, these are so fabulous, I'm going to wear them to the office. And they are also, let me just click on here. I'm going to add my size so that I can tell you, okay, good. Yeah, they're even available. So, if you look at it, it can tell you the price based on the size that you're selecting. For me, I selected 8 because that's what I wear, and the price is $139.47. So you're saving 7% if that's your size today. If not, you can, let me add another size and see if it changes. If I added a 9, they go down by $3. If I add a 6, it goes down by quite a bit, been down by like $20. So depending on your size is what it will tell you for how much it's going to cost on Amazon. And then it'll always tell you, what your delivery time is and what your fastest delivery is, as well as whatever kind of discount they're offering. If you're watching this on a replay, obviously prices prices are going to fluctuate. So just be aware of that. But I love giving this as a gift for the holiday season, because you know people will use it. That's the other thing is, one, you want people to feel good, right? You want people's lives to be better. But if you know people are going to use something, that's even better, because you don't have to be like, oh, well, did you use that gift I gave you? No, you know, like if you're in Maine or Vermont or somewhere, or New York, where the weather is going to turn, because it just does, you have 4 seasons in these places, it's good, right? You know that they're going to break out their hunter boot and be like, thank you for this gift, I needed it. And that's the best feeling. So let me just recap over the last, oh my gosh, we talked about a lot today. Let's talk about it one more time. If you're just joining me, feel free, rewind it from the beginning and watch all of the different product descriptions that I go over today. But I did want to tell you about all of them as we go. So there's a Michael Kors Jet Set Travel Large Chain Shoulder Bag, which I think is perfect for the season. There is the back, neck, and shoulder massager with heat that I think is a great gift for people who, you know, need that kind of self-care. There is the Echo Show 5, which is the smart display with Alexa, and you can, you know, stay connected with video calling. It comes in 2 different colors, and I think it's really great because it's customizable. I added in 2 separate mugs that are super funny. One that says, I survived another meeting that should have been an email. The other, which is funny, this might be vodka. The next one was the Tree Bookshelf. It's a 4-tier bookshelf organizer that I think is really cool for people who have a lot of books or magazines or CDs or whatever it is that they want to showcase. The next is the Lux, which I look at it and I think Lux. The Deco 79 magazine holder. It's 8x15 with the leather components there. The Live Memory decorative storage boxes with lids, I think are amazing. I know that there are 2 in the picture. You just want to make sure that when you're, if you're ordering it, that you look at the display and make sure, I think it's only 1 that they're sending you, and you have to order the, you know, the quantity that you want. So even though there's 2 in the display, just look to make sure before you order. The next one is the Kate Spade New York recipe book with 7 tabbed sections and recipe card sleeves. I love that. It's fashionable and it's super functional. The next 3 were the ones that I thought could be in combination with each other or separate. A picnic. It's called Picnic Time Piccadilly Willow Picnic Basket for 2 people. The next one that could be in combination is the picnic blanket that is waterproof, which I think is essential if you have any sort of blanket for a picnic. You just never know what you're putting it down on. The waterproof function is really cool. And the third one in combo, if you want to buy all 3, which could be, you know, a great date night or a great date day, is the premium bamboo cheese board set, wooden charcuterie board serving platter, and it's got a secret hidden drawer. That's the part that I absolutely love. The 2 that I also recommend, Amazon gift card, doesn't matter the denomination, people will love it. The Ulta gift card, everyone will love the choice that you're providing to them. And then last but not least are the last 2, the women's luxury terry cloth robe, which definitely screams, hey girl, here's your self-care. And the other one is the Hunter women's boots. I love the military red, but there are tons of different colors that you can partake in. And I do think that it's really essential for the winter or for any sort of gift giving season, truly, is to find something that you know people will use. It's really about helping people get the most out of what you're providing them, whether it's, you know, a funny, you know, a laugh with a mug, or a great self-care experience, or getting them prepped for a trip, or telling somebody that you are really excited about spending time with them and you've planned this whole thing and I'm giving you a blanket and a charcuterie set and a picnic basket because I want to make it memorable, whatever it is like that. You want to make memories, right? You want people to feel like they are special. You want them to have a unique, customizable, or personalized gift, something that other people don't have. And then if you want, also, you can have something that gives them choice, and that's the gift card option, or just all together, right? But I think that when you think about gifts for her specifically, don't go the typical route. Don't go with the, oh, mom, you need something that's going to clean the house, or hey, sister, you need something that's going to, help you, be a better cook. To me, those are not, like, I don't go with the stereotypical, like, oh, wife should be in the house cooking and cleaning, although that's fine. I do think that you could go with something that is going to better people's lives or be a memorable experience. And so if that's their thing, if they're a cook and you want to give them the spoon, give them the spoon. But if they're not a cook and you give them the spoon and they're like, how am I going to use this? Then it's going to not fall very well, right? It's going to fall flat. It's not going to be like an uplifting thing, right? So go with the non-traditional and go with something that is super fun, super unique, personal, customizable, or something that gives them choice. And so those are my my gifts for her today. I'm going to be doing gifts for him on the next Amazon Live that I do. And I actually just in this Amazon Live had decided, just in talking about this picnic basket, I think I'm going to do one for all essentials that we're going to need if you go to like a movie in the park or spending the day in the park or, a movie on the beach or whatever. So I think I'm going to put together some items for that just so that we have something really event and curated for that. Feel free to type in the chat while we're doing this, because I know that as you're watching, you might have a question, and I'm certainly happy to answer any questions that you have, especially about products that I know that I've had in the past or that I've used products by a certain brand. I definitely have had Kate Spade products in the past. I have used Amazon and Ulta gift cards, and like I said, I've had picnic baskets in the past, not this particular one, but I do know that just from the description, it looks really good. I've had Michael Kors products in the past. I have used a similar product like this back, neck, and shoulder massager in the past. And I've also had Hunter boots in the past. So I can say for certain brands like the Michael Kors and the Kate Spade and the Hunter brand, Amazon and Ulta, I've used those before, and I'm certainly confident in those brands giving you the same kind of branded experience that I had. For the others, I look at them and I think, oh my gosh, this is great giving for the holiday season, and they're great gifts that inspire me to add them to my list. And so I look forward to hearing if you have purchased some of them, what your experiences are with them, and what you think about how they're going to land, right? Are they gonna land with a good like, yeah, I got this, or are they gonna land with like, hey, thank you, it's like a re-giving gift? And I totally look forward to hearing back from you. If you purchase any of these, let me know how the gift giving went to whomever you are giving them to. Also, when I look at some of the items that I put onto some of my lists, you should, if you haven't had a chance, go back to my profile. Hit that follow button so that you get notified every single time that I go live on Amazon. I did a beauty binge Amazon Live not too long ago that I have a ton of NARS products, and one of my favorite well-off products is in that list as well. So I encourage you to go back to some of those older Amazon Lives that I did just a few weeks ago, because some of those products are my favorites as well, as far as like the beauty side of things. And so if you're looking for gifts for her that are on the beauty side, I would definitely check out those that Amazon Live list, because NARS, and I think I did some MAC makeup products as well as, oh gosh, what was it? a few other ones, some beauty store products as far as like drugstore products and things like that that aren't necessarily bigger beauty brands are on there as well. But I think those are really great gifts for her too. So check out that Amazon Live that I did. It's called Beauty Binge. And I think it was 2 episodes ago. But that might also help you if you're looking for good gifts for her this holiday season, because like a lot of things in this world, people run out of certain things, certain items for their makeup, or they want to have new and different color palettes and things like that. So makeup and beauty products are also good gifts for her when you're thinking about introducing either a new way of doing something, whether it's having a new shade of eyeshadow. I love getting eyeliner. I can never have enough eyeliner. I feel like that's the first thing that runs out for me. A new shade of lipstick, if you know that they're looking for like a hard to find thing and you can find it on Amazon, that's another thing. And some of the tools, I think that brushes are also really, really great gifts to give women if they're really into beauty products, is new brushes as far as makeup brushes, because you can never have enough. I feel like some of them, the hairs will start falling out, or, it's really hard to maintain. I love a brand new brush, and you can never go wrong with that. The other thing that is really great, that I didn't add in here, but I will maybe later, is if you have any sort of makeup organizer. I think that is always good, because makeup tends to go everywhere, right? Like you're always constantly cleaning up makeup. So I'm going to add this when I get off of here. I'll add a makeup organizer, because I think that sometimes people just give up and they don't want to clean their makeup kit. Right? They don't want to clean their makeup kit. They would rather just take the makeup and put it into a brand new one that is not dirty and not full of like sparkles. And so that's a really good gift if you're thinking about holiday gifts as well. So I will put that into this list as well. Maybe I will do a makeup only holiday gift giving Amazon Live as well. But I'm going to do a few of these that are specific for the holidays and gift giving in the next coming months, so that you have a few different opportunities to see gifts that aren't stereotypical gifts for the holidays, but also so that I can do some sort of tutorials too. If it's going to be makeup driven, I can show you what it looks like on future Amazon live streams. As always, I appreciate you for joining me. Feel free to share this with anybody that you think will benefit from hearing about different products that you can give to her for this holiday season, or even to yourself. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm like, I'm a her, so I could give this to myself. I'm putting all these on my list. So I think that it's always good to indulge and make sure that you are taking care of yourself as well as gift giving to other people. Make sure that you hop in the chat anytime you have a question. Follow my profile here on Amazon Live. And like you know, on here, you're probably seeing these different things that say, follow me on Amazon, or click the follow button, or you see College of Style, you can shop the items below. I always encourage you to find me on other platforms too. You can always find me on Twitter. You can find me on, find my business, College of Style, on Instagram at My College of Style. You can find us on Facebook if you'd like to join our Facebook group as well. But there's tons of ways that you can reach out to me, whether it's in the comments here on Amazon Live, or if it is on any of those other social media platforms. I encourage you to share this with people, because trust me, the holiday season is going to come around and people are going to say, I don't know what to get for her. It just happens. It doesn't get old too. Like every year, I don't know what to get for her. She has everything, I feel like, is one of the sayings I hear all the time. Excuse me. She has everything. What do I get for her? Or, I don't know what to get for her because, everything I always get for her, she doesn't like. Right. So it's always good to hear ideas from other people about what they think, is a good gift. Check out some of the gift guides that you see in different magazines or different newspapers online. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that are out there. But I do think that these are some of the ones that you can think about giving someone that's going to inspire them. It's going to make their life more productive. It's going to help organize them. It's going to make a memory. And it also potentially could give them a choice if you're thinking about some of those gift cards as well. So like I said, I appreciate you joining me. You can follow me here on Amazon and get those notifications when I'm going live. That's really important as well. But also take care of yourself. I know that it's a hard moment here that we're having here in 2021, like we did in 2020 and a little bit of 2019. So I definitely care that you showed up for me today. I appreciate you, and I will be seeing you on all of the rest of the lives coming up. I'm going to try to do some more. I literally just started doing Amazon live streams, and I'm really hooked. So if you're hooked just like I am, then I will see you on all of the rest of them. I'm going to put up my my socials just in case you want to connect. And I will be able to respond on any sort of DMs as well, so that you can, further the conversation. So have a really great day, and I will see you next time.